Hello, and welcome back to the original Larry D's Food for Thought. Today, as usual, we're going to continue to read out of that old King James Bible. Be reading out of the Old Testament and out of the New Testament, to the law and to the testimony. I'll also be going over a few scriptures today concerning the title. Satan was cast out of heaven, and many evil angels with him. Satan was cast out of heaven and many evil angels with him. Okay. I am going to share these scriptures with you. You can jot them down if you like, but I need to set something here right quick. And we are going to let you take a look at those if you will. But yeah, Satan was he was kicked out of heaven. And this cat man, he sinned against God. He fought against Michael and his angels, the good angels, and Satan and them evil angels that followed him. They were kicked out. They lost the battle. And where are they? They are down here on this earth among us. Okay, we're going to show you that. Okay, but yeah, those cats, they left our first estate, lost it because of their sin. And here they are down here. And they ain't just down there laying around sleeping. They up to something. Okay. We're gonna show you what they're up to. Okay. But they are down here. When did they come to? When was they kicked out? This was way back. Even Satan, he was in the Garden of Eden. So they've been down here a long time. Okay. But you can't see them. But however, they can see us. Okay. But we're gonna go over these scriptures right quick here because I'm gonna tell you, Satan came down here, he tricked Eve and beguiled her. And and don't you think for a minute this cat can't trick you, and you'll never know it until it's too late. But anyway, we're gonna go over these scriptures right quick here. We're gonna start this in Revelations, the 12th chapter, and I'm gonna start reading at verse 7. And it reads, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought, and his angels fought. Okay? So, Michael, his angels are good angels, and Satan, the devil, the dragon, that's one of his titles, dragon. We're going to see his titles in a minute. But they all fought, and they prevailed not. They lost the battle. Okay? But verse 8, and prevail not, neither were their place found any more in heaven. All right, verse 9. Now listen to this cat's titles right here. Look. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. See what his titles are? Okay, you remember the dragon, the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Same cat. All right. But which anyway, we start that over again, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. How in the world did he do that? Hey, for one thing, look around. We know the Lord told us not to be dealing with those holidays. They got that one big one coming up now, Christmas. Okay, thinking that the Lord was born on the 25th day of December. Man, he got you putting those Christmas trees in your house. And you go on your own, go and read Deuteronomy 7th chapter, verse 25 and 26. See what the Lord said about that tree. That's a curse thing. And if you put it in your house, it's you gonna be accursed with it. Okay. And then also Jeremiah the 10th chapter, he tell you about the Christmas tree straight up. What they do with it. Told you not to do it. Don't be like the other nations. Don't deal with that. But how did you get locked up in that? Satan the devil. Okay. But let's go look. Let's read on. Let's see here. Where we at here? Verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuses them before our God day and night. So I don't know, evil angels, man, Satan, them, he was accusing the other angels to God day and night. All right. But let's see, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. So they can rejoice now because they done kicked that cat out and his minion, all of them down here on this earth, right? Look. Whoa, but listen to this. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Now, who inhabits the earth? You and I. Okay? Say woe to us. Look, and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. Hey, this cat is peeved. Okay? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time, and he is trying his best, man, to take everybody down with him. Because he know what his final destination is, and he's trying to take you with him. So you got to be careful, got to watch yourself. All right, but let's go a little further here. Let's go over here to Ezekiel right quick. I want to show you this. Let's see, we're going to Ezekiel 20, excuse me, Ezekiel 28. So I'm going to show you right quick here. This is Ezekiel 28, and I'm going to start reading at let's see, verse 12. And let me see. Hmm. Yeah, we're finna find out why this cat was kicked out of there. Okay. Now, this is Ezekiel 28 and 12, and it reads, Look, son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, Thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. We got a man on this earth that's perfect in beauty? Don't think so. Look, thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. Any us been in the garden of Eden? Mm-mm. Listen, every precious stone was thy covering. The sardis, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold, the workman of thy tabrets and of thy pipes, were prepared in thee in the day that thou was created. Ain't no man can make that claim. That's old Satan the devil. Okay, look, verse 14. Thou art the anointed cherub that cover. He's a cherub angel, powerful angel, man. So he tricked all of them other angels, that evil angels that followed him, and then he beguiled Eve so easily. What do you think he can do to you? Okay, that's a powerful cat, man. Look, and I have set thee so. Thou was upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire, which was in heaven. Okay. Look, thou was perfect in thy ways from the day that thou was created till iniquity was found in thee. So iniquity was found in this cat. Okay, look, 16. By the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Okay, he sinned against God. Big mistake. Right? Therefore, I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of God, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. Kicked out of there. All right, 17. Thine heart, his mind, O Satan's mind, was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings that they may behold thee. 18. Thou hast defiled thy sanctuary by the multitude of thine iniquities. Okay? By the iniquity of thy traffic, therefore will I bring forth a fire from the midst of thee. It shall devour thee, and I will bring thee to ashes upon the earth in the sight of all them that behold thee. So this cat sinned against God, and that iniquity was found in him. So hey, kicked him out of there. Where is he at? Right here on this earth, people. Right among us. We can't see him, but they can see us. We'll show you that in a minute. We're gonna show why we can't see him here. But let me show you this right quick here. Let's go to excuse me, let's go to Isaiah right quick. There's something right there I want to show you right quick here. This is Isaiah 14. I'm start reading at verse 12. Look. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? So, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Lucifer used to be Satan's name before iniquity was found in him. And Lucifer means light bringer. He used to bring the light means truth. He used to bring the truth. Till that sin was found in him, and it was over with. Okay? But verse 13, look, for thou hast said in thine heart, Satan said in his mind, look, I will ascend into heaven. Hmm. He wants to go to heaven. He want to go back. Matter of fact, you know what? He's the only one in this whole Bible say he wanted to go to heaven. And if you say you want to go to heaven, when the Lord told you that his kingdom gonna be right here on this earth and you want to be with the Lord? So why you want to go up to heaven? The Lord told you you can't go there anyway. But this cat said he want to go there. You want to follow him? I don't think so. Okay. But he said, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. You want to be like God. Look at that. But 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. That cat know what his final destination is. So he got great wrath, and he's trying to bring everybody he can with him. So you better walk that straight and narrow path. Okay? But let's go and take a look and see why we can't see this guy. You know, those evil angels was with him. Show you this here right quick, man, because people say, oh, ain't no angels down here, ain't no evil angels down here. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. This is a spiritual warfare we fighting, man. Tell you something. Well, let's look at this right here. This is Jude. This is Jude. Jude is only one chapter, so I'm gonna read just one verse right here, verse 6, and it reads, look, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, which was heaven, right? He has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. So these cats are locked in chains of darkness. That's why we can't see them. Okay. Let me show you this right here. Let's verify this right quick. Let's see, Second Peter, the second chapter, and I'm gonna read one verse, verse 4. Listen, for if God spared not the angels that sinned, which were the ones that got kicked out, right? But cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Okay? So they are indeed locked in chains of darkness. That's why we can't see them. But don't you think for a minute they can't see us. Okay? But let's go a little bit further over here. Let's go to Ezekiel, the first chapter. Something else I want to show you over here because, you hear people say all the time, oh, she's such an angel. He's such an angel. But you know what? If you actually knew what an angel really looked like, you change that statement or you stop making it. So we finna show you what an angel really look like, okay? And ain't no real pretty person with two wings on the back flying around somewhere. We're gonna show you what they look like. All right. Now this is Ezekiel, the first chapter. I'm starting reading at verse 4, and it reads, look, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire unfolding itself, and a brightness was about it. And out of the midst of thereof, the color of amber out of the midst of the fire. Okay, verse 5. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of four living creatures. Okay. And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and everyone had four faces, and everyone had four wings. I think that's a misprint because the other places you can read where it says six wings, okay? But anyway, verse 7, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of calves' feet, and they sparkled like the armor of varnished brass, and they had the hands of a man under their wings on their four sides, and they four had their four uh and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went every one straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces, they four had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side, and they four had the face of an ox on the left side. They four also had the face of an eagle. You see that? Oh, she's such an angel. Yeah. Verse 11, thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward to two wings of every one were joined one to another, and two covered their bodies. And they went every one straight forward, whether the spirit was to go, they went, and they turned not when they went. Okay. Let's see, verse 18. Show you this. Verse 18, as for thy rings, they got rings, but actually wings. As for thy wings, they were so high that they were dreadful. And thy wings were full of eyes round about them four. So those cats, man, they got them six wings. They got eyes all over them wings. They got four faces, calf feet. I don't think you want to look at one of those. If you did, you do one or two things. You either run like a scalded dog or you pass out. But oh, she's such an angel. Think about that. All right. But let's go further here. Now, I want to show you these cats running around here. You think they've been kicked out of heaven down here just laying around sipping on Mai Tais? Hmm. Let's see what they up to. Okay. This is Job. Job, the second chapter. I'm start reading at verse 1. And it reads, listen, again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. Okay, verse 2. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence cometh thou? I said, where you coming from, Satan? Look here. And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. I told you, they ain't just laying around sipping on drinks, okay? They going to and fro in this earth, walking up and down in it. Now, what are they doing while they walking up and down in and going to and fro? Let's see. Let's go over here. Let's go over here to back to Peter. Let's go to First Peter. Show you what these cats up to, man. They ain't just lying around dormant. They up to something. Okay. This is First Peter 5. And I'll read one verse, verse 8. And it reads, listen, be sober, be vigilant. Telling us now, look, excuse me, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, your enemy, the devil, as a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour. See that? Those cats ain't just laying around, man. They going to and fro on this earth and up and down in it, and they looking to see who they can devour. Now, Satan, he's not a rival to God. He's a servant, okay? You mess up, you go to sinning, keep doing it. Hey, Lord, turn this cat loose on you, boy, and you gonna have yourself a problem, okay? But let's see. Let's go a little further here. Let's go to Psalms right quick. What is Psalm? I want to show you this here, cause you mess around, you go sideways, start sinning against God. Man, Lord, turn this cat on away or loose on you. Sure, ain't nobody can help you. Now look at that. This is Psalm 34, and I'm gonna start reading at let's see, verse 1 and read. Look, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. Listen, my soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Verse 3. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Okay? Now, verse 7. Now listen to this. The angel of the Lord, that's that good angel, okay? The angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him and delivereth them. So look, you don't sin against God, you keep going, walking uprightly, doing what the Lord say, keeping his commandments, laws and statutes, his dietary law, and doing everything the Lord say do, his Sabbath day and everything. You keep that good angel around you. But you go to turn and walking the other way and not doing these things. Look, Lord will put him on you. And you don't believe it? Let's show you. Let's go right over here to let's go back to Job right quick. I'm gonna show you this right here. This is the last script. I'm gonna show you this because you mess around and go to sinning against God and don't and keep doing it. Told you he can sick him on you. This is Job 2. And let's see. Job 2, and I'm gonna start reading let's go there. Let's start reading at verse 3. Right here, I'm gonna show you what happened to Job, man. Job was an uprighteous man, but let's see what happened right here. This is Job 2, and let's see. Job 2. Hmm. I'm gonna start reading at verse 3. And it reads, listen. And the Lord said unto Satan, How hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and a upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil, hates evil, right? And still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. Verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for skin, yeah, all that a man have will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. Right? Listen, 6. And the Lord said, unto Satan, Behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. You see that? 7. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown, from the sole of his feet all the way to his head. And he had them boils all on him, right? Verse 9, look. Then said his wife, Job's wife said that, listen, then said his wife unto him, Doest thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die. Sound familiar? What did Satan tell the Lord? Say, I will make him curse you and die, right? You saw how easy he tricked her into telling him that, telling her own husband that. But look what Job said. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. So, you see that? Well, I brought you here to show you actually right here that, hey, if the Lord want to, he can put Satan on you. Okay? So keep that in mind. So make sure you stay on that straight and narrow path. And do what the Lord say, man. Learn to fear him. Okay? Because he said what? That good angel camp around those that fear him. All right? So I hope you understood this. And with that food for thought, think on these scriptures and words throughout the course of the day. And until next time, peace.